is Rogers TV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Out of the Fog. I'm your host, Laurabel. Today's episode is going to be filled with laughs, glitter, and maybe a rubber boot or two. So sit back, maybe hit pause, get yourself a cup of tea, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. Welcome back, everyone. I'm now joined by the Sheilagh Murphy and the Terri Andrews from TADA Productions. Ladies, I'm so glad to have you.
Nice to be here.
Thank you for having us.
So you two are obviously characters and wonderful to be having on the couch.
Characters.
Yes,
No,
characters.
she's a character.
You're the caricature.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we are here talking about TADA and what you guys have going on for Our Divas Do Christmas. So I haven't heard of a Christmas in Newfoundland and Labrador for the 8 years that I've been here without thinking of Our Divas Do Christmas. So before we talk about all the great things about this year's show, I need to know, how long have the Divas been doing Christmas?
This is our 19th year since the first Divas.
19 years. Oh,
We
my
had
goodness.
the COVID kick in the butt, and we did half a house last year. But we're back. We're back.
We're back
We're
big,
back
yeah.
with a vengeance. Bigger, brighter, better. Oh, I get too excited, you see, so I have to calm. I swore I was going to calm
Please
down.
calm down.
Who needs calm?
All
It's
right, second
Christmas.
half. It is over the moon. It is
Okay.
flipping over the
And
moon.
we've been at it a long time, so, you know, it has become, it's a Christmas tradition, it has become a Christmas tradition, but we change it up a lot every year. And originally, it was me, Sheilagh, and Tessa judging a talent contest years ago,
Okay.
saying, you know what, we got as good talent here as anywhere in the world, why don't we put them on stage and bring them home from wherever they are in the world and so on. And that's the mandate. The mandate is do this big show and this great show and put a gorgeous package around people and raise money for charities, but also to highlight Newfoundland and Labrador talent, because we got it.
We got it. We've got it
We
in
got it
spades,
big time.
and we've been doing that for 20 years. We
just
have
about.
been highlighting the best of the best, brought them home from all over the world, and the people that are on Our Divas, they could go anywhere and be stars.
They totally can.
Absolutely,
And
each and
often
every
do.
one of them. And we've got. I love this. See, my thing is we can't have divas unless we have like more dancers than can fit on a stage, because I love dancers. And then there's got to be more feathers than you've ever seen in your life.
Oh my
So there's got to
goodness.
be feathers and glitz and dancers and more dancers and more dancers. And we have
And
the-
singers, and then
and
yeah,
they just go on.
and
the youth
musicians
choir,
and youth choir
and the best musicians.
yeah.
Because nobody just comes out on Divas and stands up and sings a song.
No,
That would never
no.
be allowed.
Gotta
You've
be over the top, or
it's
it
gotta
wouldn't be us.
way over the, and the costuming has got to be over the top. And
Okay,
it's gotta
so
be
Yeah, we have
what?
fun.
big.
So what do we have in store for this year's Divas? What is going on for this year's Divas Do Christmas? What's
Well,
the
first
show?
of all, we've got to say that Terri Andrews is directing it, and nobody can direct a musical anything better than Terri. Over to Terri Andrews, director. Who's in the
Great.
show?
Yeah, so now
Tell about me.
now I owe you an extra $100 on your paycheck.
Yeah,
Don't I
right.
for that little
No, but you
endorsement?
just
She
can't.
knows
We're supposed
how to
say,
get you.
I'm in it.
No, Sheilagh Murphy is hosting this. Well,
Okay.
It's going to be excellent.
And you know, we have divas, so we get people who are very well known in their craft to front the show, obviously, and that's by invite and so on. And on our poster, you can see Dana Parsons and Craig Sharp and Janet Cull. They're back with us this year, but they're heading up a cast of really, really incredible leads. And we have more than 50 dancers, so we do everything from Irish to rockette to ballet to hip hop. There's all kinds of styles of dancers. We have a youth choir back with us this year, and
They are
we
fabulous.
didn't have them last year because of COVID restrictions, so they're back. We have our own Divas choir, and they are choristers from some of the top choirs. So
And they individually
oh
are
yeah, they're all.
divas.
I mean, you know,
They're just brilliant.
Katie Hopkins is in our choir. Amber Whitney is in our choir. They front
They're,
Divas
they're
too at
stars.
different points.
They're stars.
And the musicians are, you know, they're top grade musicians. And this year we have the Black Heritage Newfoundland Choir. So when we're doing gospel music,
We've got,
we
got the
got the
people.
kings
We
and
got-
queens
got
of
a-
gospel music out there in front. And I'm telling you, I went to one of their rehearsals with Bill a few weeks ago, and it was their first rehearsal, and I came out of there going,
We were
You gotta
thrilled
be
to
kidding
go last February for Black Heritage Month down to Government House. Her honor is a great patron of the arts, and she invited a bunch of people to a soiree, and that's where Terri and I were sitting watching this Black Heritage choir, and Terri goes, and I go, ka-ching, ka-ching, divas,
Which was her
divas.
honor's intention.
And I bet that woman, she knew what she was
Then
up to.
she invited us to another one
Yeah.
where I said, okay, I'm plucking 4 of those opera singers right out of
Right
our
out,
program
and we
in 2
glommed
hours.
onto them.
Yeah, so
She's
so,
kind of like an agent now. We're gonna
Just
have to
letting
keep
her
in-
know secretly. That
Yeah,
she's-
there's
yeah,
no secret.
no, what
yeah.
she is a great,
great
patron
patron.
of the arts.
She sure
and
is.
she's a great patron of diversity, and she's a great patron of different
Inclusivity and- yeah.
inclusive groups and underrepresented groups, and that fits so much into TADA's mandate.
Yeah.
So we're very grateful, actually, for those opportunities.
Yeah, so
we
they're
follow
gonna-
up on them.
So speaking of TADA's mandate, we all know that there's the glitz and glamour of the show, but a lot of people don't know behind the scenes all the good TADA does in the community. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm too, humble. You do.
No.
No,
It's time to
seriously,
brag.
No,
This is
no,
your
this
time.
This is not bragging. This is why we facilitate. We're catalysts, don't you think?
We're-
That's what
we are
We're
catalysts.
catalysts. So what we do is we give a platform to a charity where they can use our visibility and glom onto all the PR we're doing and everything that's going on stage, and we can highlight who and what they are, their raison d'etre, what they need. Now, how do we get it for them? And then we go out and we talk to the community, to sponsors, to corporates.
To bring in sponsors,
To bring in
money,
sponsors.
and yeah.
We do not, when we raise funds, we do not take funds for SGM
For us.
Productions or TADA events. Whatever monies come in, go to charities like the Tommy Sexton Center, the Gathering Place, the Military Families Funds, Daffodil Place. I mean, we can go on and on and
Yeah.
on.
So but we're also, because we are private, we're flexible.
Yeah.
So, like, we do the big glitzy things, of course. You know, we've had some wonderful companies that became the owners of Divas for that year, and they, donate $100,000. Well, that goes directly to whatever charity is involved. It doesn't go to the production. So we'll carry that, but we'll give them the production. But we also give money. So we raise money, we give it, and we give it to some of the well-known charities and groups and whatever. But we also very quietly give an awful lot of money to individuals, or
Scholarships,
families, or
bursaries.
scholarships and bursaries. And
For example,
we don't need to fly that flag, but
Yeah.
we are there and we do it. So
Like with
rather
the
than
Con-
us
the
being
Con
a
River
charity, the
Mi'kmaq.
charities come to us.
When we, a number of years ago, the youth choir at Con River, the Mi'kmaq Con River band, they were sort of told, or it was their understanding, they were going to go and perform at the Olympics. Well, that didn't work out. So Terri and I went, So we got on the phone and we called up the people we knew at hotels. We called up the people we knew with the airlines, and we had them flown down, and they sang on Divas. And that to them was bigger than anything else, that their community, their province would do that, That was over the moon. That was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
So we're going to touch back a little bit more about this coming Divas show. So when is this Divas Do Christmas? What's the date for this year's concert? And I know there's a little difference in the time for this year's concert
Yes,
as
this
well.
year it's starting at 7:30, and it's December 8th to the 11th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the tickets are going well, so get them now.
I know the tickets always goes fast. So
Yeah, they
how
do.
can we get a ticket if we're maybe last-minute shoppers like myself?
Well, at the Arts and Culture Center box office, 729-3900, or go on to their site, artsandculturecenter.com, and you will see it. And will we tell her what, because you don't know, the other night, I watched you do an interview
yeah.
with Nicholas Keogh from MUN Student Union.
Yes.
And he was talking about the MUN food bank and so on.
Absolutely.
Now, unbeknownst to you,
Nope.
you
Well, this
did
is
not-
community,
This is going
inspiring
around.
community, so
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Yeah, so because of you having Nicholas on, talking about the student union, food bank, tuition, so on, I went, could that be our Nicholas? And this was Nicholas
He's done many-
Keogh,
many,
who
Divas with
was
us.
in Divas Productions when he was a small boy.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
I called up Terry. I said, Terry, Laurabel has just interviewed Nicholas Keogh. Do you remember Nicholas? Oh, yes, says she. And then I said, what do you think? And she said, I know where this is going. so we decided that we would help
We're
out.
going to help them out too this year.
We're going to help out the MUN Food Bank by asking and encouraging our audience who are coming to bring a non-perishable food item. So
And we'll give a donation as
So
well.
this is how we like
a
to
cash
work.
donation.
I'm
yeah, and
so
cash
glad.
donation. And this is how we work. It's a circle, it's a community, a whole involvement. There's you, there's Nicholas, there's Mun, there's Terry, there's me, and there's a few bucks that we're going to glom onto as soon as we figure out who we know that has got a couple.
Well, I'm so glad to see that Out of the Fog is bringing community closer together,
See,
especially
man, it's
something,
working.
Absolutely.
That's your mandate, community.
something as important as food
Yeah.
security. That is
Yeah.
something that's
is
definitely
very
near and dear
important,
to my heart.
yeah.
Now, when you came in, there was this box that you came
Oh,
with
yes,
that
I
had a
did.
little something that
For you.
Sheilagh, would
For-
be
Yeah.
wearing at some point in time. Terry, if you do not mind explaining to me, first showing this wonderful item and then explaining what exactly it is.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Well, see, it's TADA this year, COVID, we had 4 shows that got shut down, 4 shows. We are tenacious, and most would take that as, give up, will you? And we
Never.
said, no, we're coming back bigger than ever. So this year we announced a season where Divas starts our winter season. Then we're going into this gala for Frosty Festival, which is Be Who You Want to Be, which is a feel-good show. Every song in it is about being who you are and following your dreams. So it is a multidiscipline and very inclusive show. It's great.
I'm super excited.
It's going to be fabulous. And then that's followed up with a 2-week run, which is a long run, but of Kinky Boots at the Arts and Culture Center. And then that's going to flow us into what we do out in Conception Bay North and Harbour Grace in the summertime. So
Kinky Boots is really crazy fabulous.
Kinky Boots is really crazy.
Yeah.
So during Divas, we have to let people know about Kinky Boots. So Sheilagh, we got these that you have to wear in Divas, because you put on some strange costumes in Divas, but this year I'm taking back control. So this is your kinky boot for Divas. Just saying.
And that is a lot of
Well, it's
confidence.
red.
That's a lot of, you got to have an attitude to wear that kinky boot.
But there's just the one of them. That'll be really nice.
No, there's 2. There's another one
good.
for
I
this
knew
one.
there would be.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry. I'll treasure
Yeah,
it.
I got 1 pair for you.
Yeah.
And 1 pair for whoever ends up playing. We'll announce that soon. Lola.
Oh, am I in it?
Lola
Am I
in
going to
Kinky
be in
Boots.
Kinky Boots? Is this
Oh,
what you're
You
saying?
might have to audition.
Oh, my
Sheilagh.
God.
You might have to audition. And you do
well,
have the
sing,
shoes.
dance.
We do
I've got
have lots
one
of roles.
boot.
I can give you the other one if you
hell
get
am I
cast.
gonna
Well, I'll
do
give you the
with
other one for Divas. Yeah, so we've
Am I
just
supposed to
done.
stand on those?
Well, there's times when you've gotten in a hoop and gone up
Yes,
in
I
the
know,
air,
but I
so
didn't
feel
have a
free if
stand.
you want to.
Yes, I have gotten
You don't
up
have
in
to
hoops.
stand.
I've done
no.
things like that.
Or we can
Okay.
send out some, crew to hold you up if you want, or whatever it is that you.
See, if I wasn't already interested in going to see
You'd
Kinky
want to
Boots,
be in Kinky
I'd
Boots
have
just
to
to
do
get
that.
a pair of these.
Well,
yeah.
you can come to Divas and see these particular
Exactly. Ladies,
Yeah, so thank you. That's enough. That's
the
your
shoes
I
are
love to wear them
amazing.
now.
Yeah.
You are obviously forces to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
It has been absolutely fantastic getting to share this time with you, to find out all the good about TADA events that you guys do behind the scenes. And I know we can't think about Christmas or the holiday season within
Thank
this
you.
province without thinking about our Divas Do Christmas. So thank you for all you do, for continuing to come back after COVID bigger and better. I'm so glad to spend this day with you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
thank
much.
you for giving us a platform, but for
Yeah.
giving lots of other people platforms, because that brings them to the attention of people like us, and that's what we're here for.
This community channel, Rogers Community Channel, and Out of Fog, programs that you do within the community really makes a big difference.
It does.
It platforms people that otherwise would never get a chance to toot their message and their own horn, and with the great interviewers like yourself.
Thanks
Thanks
so much, ladies.
Thank you.
And we'll be
Newfoundland Power.
Newfoundland
Yes,
Power.
Newfoundland Powers are VOT, all of them is here.
Sponsors, sponsors. Love
Awesome.
you, love you.
And we'll be right back, everyone. You guys. Welcome back, everyone. We are now joined by Lynn McShane, Executive Director of the St. John's Mummers Festival. Lynn, so glad to have you.
Oh, thanks, Laurabel. It's so wonderful to be here.
So I am still relatively new to Newfoundland by my standards.
Right.
So can you let me know a little bit about what the Mummers Festival is?
Well, the Mummers Festival, now celebrating our 14th year, is a celebration of the mummering tradition that has a long history here in Newfoundland and Labrador, back 300 years actually. And so what we're all about is the preservation of and education of the mummering tradition, the house visiting tradition that happens between Christmas and New Year's. And so we want to just immerse everybody into that tradition, tell them all about it, help them learn all about it, and get them as many people out to participate as we possibly can.
Okay, now speaking about learning about mummering tradition, as we spoke about earlier before the camera started rolling, I know this much about what mummering is. So do you mind giving other Newfoundlanders who are still relatively new a little bit of background as to what exactly mummering is?
Okay, sure. So mummering, as I said, is a very old tradition, has kind of come over from UK, from Ireland, and traditionally was carried out on all the outport communities all around the coasts of Newfoundland as fishers migrated over. And so it's just that, it's a house visiting tradition that really during kind of the long, cold, dark days of winter, it was a bit of fun that was created for people to just socialize. And so, but the silly part about it is that it's a disguising game, right? So you're not supposed to, when you go visiting, you don't let anybody know who you are. So as we say, you rig up.
Okay.
Right? And so you find literally anything that comes out of your grandmother's or your mother's closet.
All right.
And pull it on. So you disguise your face, you disguise your body, you disguise your hands, and then you go knocking door to door. Any mummers allowed in.
Okay, so just any mummers loud and full
on,
all right,
covered over. Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited. So when exactly is the Mummers Festival taking place?
The Mummers Festival this year is from November 26th to December 10th, and that is the day of our signature Mummers Parade and Scuff and Scoff taking place in Bowring Park.
Scuff and Scuff?
Scuff and Scoff.
Okay, what is a Scuff and Scoff?
Well, a scuff is a dance.
Okay.
And a scoff is a little bite to eat.
Ooh.
So we will finish up after the parade with a wonderful concert in the Cabot 500 Amphitheatre at Bowring Park, featuring musicians Bud Davidge, beloved Bud Davidge, Nate Hammond and Paul Hamilton will provide the concert, and then we'll also have some hot chocolates, some purity jams, because you got to have your jams.
Yes.
And so people will just kind of enjoy that, have a little dance, have a little song, and so that's what we call our Scuff and Scoff.
Okay. So what do you guys have going on throughout the week that can get people in the mood and get them amped up for the final day?
Well, we have lots of stuff happening this year. As I say, we start on the 26th, next Saturday, and we kick off with our very, very popular Ugly Stick workshops, and we have several other workshops happening, including a hobby horse workshop, a mummer lantern making workshop, a printmaking workshop, and then we also have different events like presentations. At the rooms, we will explore the ribbon fool tradition. And we also have a return of our very successful Mummers Fashion Show that we held last year at the rooms. And we're also featuring this year, which we're quite excited about, a Mummers Play workshop hosted by Gary Green. Wow. And so, so we've got all kinds of stuff going on, and we're really encouraging, there's really something for everybody. Okay. And so check out our website, check out all the activities and events. Some do require registration, which you can do right through our website. Okay. And so, we've got lots going on to ramp people up to get excited.
So what is that website so people can take a look at?
It's mummersfestival.ca.
Okay, so now we've talked a little bit about the fun that you guys will have going on, and you came in with these beautiful ugly sticks. So how would one... Okay, I've been in love with this since you rolled it out. So how would I use an ugly stick?
Well, as we say, you stand up. Okay. And they're a percussion instrument for people who don't know. Okay. Now, this is not a traditional part of the mummering, the mummering practice, but it's become a very beloved part because it makes so much noise. And so this is a very simple instrument. It's made with a wooden mop handle. It's made with bottle caps, roofing tins, screws, a juice can on the top, a boot or a shoe on the bottom to keep your beat, and a saw, a notched stick. And so you can make as much racket as you want. So you use your saw.
Oh my God. Okay, this is...
See? You're a natural.
So you guys will be having classes, I guess, for individuals to learn how to make their own ugly sticks.
They are, yes. We have 2 workshops for ugly sticks, next Saturday, the 26th, and another on the Tuesday, the 6th of December. And all our workshops are free, Laurabel. There's no charge for anybody to come, and we supply all the materials. Great, we accept donations, of course, but there's no barrier for anyone who wants to come and make their own ugly stick and take it away to use in the parade.
Awesome. So, and generally for the events going on during this week, are most things family friendly, or are there age limits for things that people will be able to go to?
There's certain things that we have. We have an adult printmaking night, of course, and so that's 19 plus. We have the lantern making festivals for our workshops, for example. They're kind of 10 plus because of the nature of flames and all that thing. So again, on the website it shows any restrictions in terms of age, but we do have lots of family fun activities happening.
That's so cool. So I'm going to take us back a little bit when we started talking about how long you guys have been going on. So how long exactly when did the Mummers Festival start within St. John's?
It started in 2009 actually, and it was kind of an initiative between Memorial University Department of Folklore and Heritage NL Intangible Cultural Heritage, with the intent, because the tradition had kind of died out over the years as less and less people were living in the outport communities and more moving into the city. So we didn't see as much kind of mummering happening. And so they kind of wanted to reinvigorate the tradition, bring more attention back to it. And it was kind of intended to be maybe a 1 or 2 off. Event, and that day they had over 300 mummers show up for a parade, and they were able to have 16 events that very first festival. So it's continued to grow and grow and grow. So here we are in Come Home Year. Celebrating year 14.
So what event are you most excited for?
I'm excited. Well, I'm excited for all of them because I just love it, obviously.
I can't blame you.
But I love the fashion show because we're going to feature a whole runway full of house visiting Christmas time characters. So not just mummers.
Okay. See, now I have to register because I need to know what the other characters are.
Yes, there'll be ribbon fools. There'll be holiday beasts. There'll be wren boys. There will be, so these are all different kinds of Christmas traditions. Again, little known traditions that, again, we want to, keep it top of mind for people, you know, to bring back those practices. And so we have our wonderful host, Ida Kumquat, is going to be hosting
Ida,
that. Yes.
She's a feisty one.
She is, so she'll be great. And so we'll have a whole cavalcade on a runway. And we're also going to have some musical guests this year, as well as the St. Pat's dancers are going to make an appearance. So we're very excited about that. It's an awful lot of fun.
Oh my God, it's been so absolutely amazing getting to talk to you about the history of the Mummers Festival.
Oh, thank you.
To find out what you guys got going on and to play this wonderfully beautiful ugly stick.
Well, yeah, we're expecting you at the parade now.
Well, I have to. If you gift me this, I am going with this anywhere. Before I let you go, can you go through the dates again so people can know when it's going on and the best way for them to find out the information?
Sure, absolutely. So our website is mummersfestival.ca. We also have pages on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And all our events and postings are there. But the most detailed way to find out about us is through our website. And we run from Saturday, November 26th to Saturday, December 10th, right in time for the Mummers Parade.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much, Laurabel. It's a pleasure.
And we'll be right back, everybody. I want to give a very special thank you to all my guests tonight. Thank you to Sheilagh Murphy and Terri Andrews for sitting down and chatting with me about all that TADA events and our Divas Do Christmas have going on this winter. And to Lynn McShane for talking to me about the Mummers Festival. So if you're looking for something fun to do this season, you will have no end of options. So can't wait to see you out of all these events, and we'll see you guys next time.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
I did it. I need it.